Okay guys, today we're going to actually prove a couple trig identities. Let's start with this one. Tangent of theta equals the sine of theta over the cosine of theta. How can we actually prove that? Well, let's look at a right triangle. Let's say this is theta. Now we know in a right triangle that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Let's say this is A, this is B, this is C. And then also, you're probably familiar with SOH, CA, TOA. What does that tell us? That tells us that the sine of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So if we're here at theta, opposite would be A, hypotenuse would be C. Okay, what's next? Cosine of theta would be adjacent over hypotenuse. So that would be B over C. And tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent. So that would be A over B. So let's do some fractions here. So if we said the tangent of theta is equal to, we're trying to prove that this is sine over cosine. Well, what is sine? Sine is A over C. What is the cosine? B over C. How can we do that? Well, that's just a fraction divided by another fraction. When we do that, we take the first fraction and then we multiply it by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So the reciprocal would be C over B. These C's cancel, so all we're left with is A over B. And look at that. That's exactly what tangent equals. So we have proved that tangent of theta is equal to sine of theta over the cosine of theta. Awesome. Let's go with another one. Another trigonometric identity. Let's keep our triangle there, right? Let's erase this stuff here. And let's say we want to prove, let's remove that. We want to prove that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. So that's another trig identity. So how can we prove that? Well, let's keep exactly what we have here. So sine is what? A over C. So that would mean A over C squared plus, what is cosine? B over C. B over C squared is equal to 1. Is that true? So A squared over C squared plus B squared over C squared should equal 1. Since we have a common denominator, we can combine the numerators. So that would be A squared plus B squared over C squared equals 1. And what is A squared plus B squared? Well, we know A squared plus B squared is C squared. So that would just give us C squared over C squared. And is that 1? Yes, it sure is. So we have just proved that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. All right. Hope this has been fun. Take care next time.